Hello, I am Bosky. This is the Art of Unwinding channel. In this channel, I share my motorcycling experiences both on and off the motorcycle that can help make your motorcycling experiences better. And today, we are at this trail with 3 adventure motorcycles. 3 very different motorcycles, very different CCs, very different price range and very different capabilities. And the focus today is on the 390 Adventure. And this belongs to one Mr. Off-Road Trooper. Let's hear from him. Hi, we are here today with Mr. Off-Road Trooper himself with his off-road machine. Hi, Off-Road Trooper.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you today. Good to ride with you today.
Good to ride with you as well.
I think we had about 1 hour of trail rides.
Yeah, probably 2 hours.
Probably 2 hours. Oh, it felt like 2 hours. I think it's been a long time since we rode together.
Yeah.
I think we rode together in the 2013 Himalayan Odyssey.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was good time.
How many days was that?
I think about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah. Delhi to
Delhi.
Delhi to Delhi.
To Delhi.
Yeah, Delhi to Delhi.
Yeah, 14 days. We had that was the first time I went to the Himalayas.
Yeah, me too.
I was on my TBTS. You were on your classic.
Classic. Yeah.
Wow. And I think that bug has bitten us.
Yeah.
And this is the result.
That's where
of-
all it started.
That's where it all started, and that's why you're with this motorcycle here.
Yeah.
And that's why then I went to this, and now I have the X-Pulse. So the Himalayan Odyssey is what started, and thanks to Himalayan Odyssey, I
Yes.
got a chance to meet you.
Yes. Yeah.
So how are you enjoying this motorcycle? When did you buy this?
I bought it last year March, just before the lockdown.
Oh, that's sad.
So I bought the bike, and 1 week after that, lockdown was announced. So I couldn't go do many trips after that. So it was a disappointment. But after the lockdown was lifted, I did a couple of rides here and there. I do a lot of weekend rides. I go outside of Bangalore. I like to explore the things. So yeah, it's been good. I have done, I think, 4,500 kilometers. Not as much as I expected.
Yeah, I think the lockdown, I mean the pandemic has kind of put a clamp down on the kilometers.
Yeah. But it's been a good ride.
Okay. You had the classic and you got this last year. You kept the classic till you got
Yes,
this. Oh,
yes.
That's a long. You had the classic for a long time.
Yes, I still have it.
Oh, you still have it. Oh, right. This you picked it up last year.
Yes,
So
I
this is a BS
6.
BS6. Oh,
Yeah.
this is a BS6.
Yeah.
Okay. How much did it cost at that time on road?
I think it was on road 3.8 on road.
3.8 lakhs
yeah.
on road. What have you done? Any changes have you done from stock? What are the accessories you have?
I have done bare minimum changes to
I
my
saw
bike.
I see a couple of lights
Yes.
here.
These are big gigantic lights.
What make are they? Okay,
Autofy.
Autofy, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got it on this holder.
Bar here,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
And I got a Bobo mobile charger. It comes with the USB port.
Charging
yeah.
plug, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else? I got saddle stay.
You use a saddlebag?
Yeah,
to-
saddlebag.
so
I don't like hard
luggage,
bag.
yeah.
So I like soft luggage, so I went with the saddle stay. And I got this for my wife because sometimes I take my wife because there is nothing to hold behind, there is nothing to grab.
And you're relatively newly married.
Yeah.
The last thing you want is to drop your wife off the back seat of your motorcycle.
So it's for her safety and for comfort.
Rather more for your safety. How has the ownership experience been? I'm talking in terms of maintenance, service. I don't know the schedule. What is the service schedule on this?
I think the first schedule was 1,000 kilometers, and second was I think about 5,000 kilometers or 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
And then I think it's every 10,000.
Yeah, every
probably.
10,000 kilometers.
Okay.
It's been good. The KTM guys are really friendly. Everything gets done faster. That's what I like about KTM. So you go to the service center, you drop the bike in a couple of hours, everything is ready.
So everything is like ready to race there.
Yeah.
Including the service.
Yeah, including the service.
I think the way this is built, it's a very straightforward service. I think there's nothing, you have no niggles and any rattling things falling off, vibration.
There is not much vibration, so less things falling off.
Less things fall off. You had a machine that is prone to a bit of vibration and things falling off it. Yeah. What mileage do you are you getting on? I mean, you use it mostly out of town.
Yeah, out of town. I don't use it inside the city, only for the rides. Actually, I have never checked mileage. I'm not a mileage guy.
You're not a manager, but any
So
idea?
I
or
think
just-
it should be about 25. 25. I use the power petrol, but I don't know if it helps.
helps or not, you really don't know. But so on the highway, I'm sure it's a brilliant motorcycle to ride.
This I like it more on highways than on the
Then
off-road.
on off-road. Yeah, I've heard
Because this has really got a punch on the highways. You can easily do 120 whole day and will not get tired.
And 120 must be easy.
Easy, yeah.
Easy 120.
Yeah.
How much have you pushed it to?
I pushed it to about 155.
How do you feel? What do you like and what do you think is not so great when doing off-road specifically?
I think the suspension is good.
Yeah.
The height is good. Ground clearance could have been a little bit better.
It seems a bit low.
Yeah, it could have been better. I'm not fond of the standing posture of this bike.
The pegs are too far back.
The pegs are too far
Yeah,
back and
yeah.
little bit slanted, so they push you off. So when you stand on this motorcycle and when you hold the tank, so
Okay, you're
so
kind of leaning a bit too
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
You're,
I'm leaning a little bit too much,
Yeah.
and in case since the foot pegs are a little bit behind and little bit tilted forward,
yeah.
my leg is tilted like this, and that makes my weight fall on the handlebar. And in case there is if I put a brake or if I hit a stone ahead, there is a chance
You'll go tip over
Yeah,
right
tip
over
over the
and you feel like you may fall over the front
Yeah,
of the bike.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
that one worry I have always riding off-road on this motorcycle.
I think that's probably the only thing you can complain about this motorcycle, right?
that's the
sort
only
of,
thing
you have to pick something. That'll be the thing you would like
Yeah.
to. Let's compare this your posture with the one on the Himalayan. Yeah.
So I love this posture of Himalayan. So when I stand on Himalayan, I got this upright posture while I'm holding the
Yeah,
tank.
you are standing upright. You are kind of tipping over on the KTM. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
So this posture of Himalayan I love, and it would have been great if KTM had the same posture.
Yeah. Or if Himalayan had the KTM engine. You know? Yeah, since we're talking of posture and we have this X-Pulse also here, what do you think of this? How do you feel standing on this?
This I feel little short for me.
Yeah,
because
it's a smaller motorcycle and you are 6 foot something, so I guess.
So I'm not
Yeah.
able to hold the tank properly in this.
Yeah,
The handlebars could have been also a little bit upward for me.
this is an upped handlebar. It's not the stock handlebar. It's about 2 inches higher, taller. It's made for me, so I guess taller riders will find this motorcycle a bit cramped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's interesting information. It is a much smaller motorcycle for sure. Seat and handlebar position I think is okay. I
Yeah.
think the pegs come forward about 3 inches or so.
Yeah.
I think
It would have been a game changer.
Somebody would have come up with some shit like that. You know, there are enough modding companies all over the
Yeah,
country
yeah.
because they have come up with that for the Interceptor,
Yeah.
the forward foot peg relocation kit or something they call it.
Apart from that, it's been a good bike. Never had a trouble with it in my 4,000-5,000 kilometers of riding. It has got a lot of power. That's what I like about it. If you want to overtake someone, just put it in lower gear and
Drop one gear and just flick it open. Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes off.
And a lot of people don't talk about it, but I really like its quick shifter function.
It's standard on this.
Yeah, it's standard on this. The quick shifter is really good if you're riding. I don't use the clutch at all. I
Upshift,
use-
downshift also.
Yeah.
It can be used.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fun.
I use clutch bare minimum only in case needed. Otherwise, just a quick shift.
How is the low speed? I mean, of course, in the trails we are at pretty low speed. What gears were you? 1, 2?
1, 2 max, because that's where most of the power is coming in for the trails to handle. 3, no. 3. If you are moving between 2 and 3, then you have to do it constantly change. So if you are doing a constant ride at 40-50 km per hour, then you can be on
Second,
2. Yeah.
3, 2, 3.
2.
But you stuck to generally 2
Yeah,
most of the
it's
time.
because it gives more power whenever it's required in the trail.
But low speed is a little dull on the engine, right?
Yes.
At low RPM, it
Low
doesn't give
RPM
a
is,
great response.
Yeah.
There is a lot of talk about spoked wheels and this and that. So I don't know what is your opinion? Doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters. 90%, 95% of our usual ride is on tarmac. It's not on the off-road. Unless you are a hardcore off-road guy, you want to do only the trails, then you can probably go for the spoke wheel with better tire maybe. But
Yeah.
these do justice to whatever you are riding.
Absolutely, because for the kind of riding which we do,
We do.
I don't think alloy
Yeah.
matters. There's no.
It can handle it.
aggressive
It can
riding.
probably do decent jumps also on this. It will handle it.
And-
Since it's a tubeless tire, that's good.
advantage.
Yeah, big
That's the pain area in both of these. The tube type.
Yeah.
That's a risk which is always, there's something sitting in the back of the mind.
Where is the last puncture?
Where is the last puncture shop? Where's the nearest gas station? Is there a phone signal to call somebody if I have a
Yeah.
flat? You got a chance to ride the Xpulse and the Himalayan today.
Yeah.
Himalayan, you've ridden it before, right? You've taken a long trip on it, or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have done Sikkim on my Himalayan, and I used Himalayan for a couple of months here. A friend of mine gave me his Himalayan. It's a good bike. I love Himalayan, especially its standing posture.
Yeah.
It has got good low end torque, which I love about it. It really helped in slush and dirt in
Sikkim, you must have come across some
Yeah.
very bad roads.
Yeah.
That was a rental bike?
That was a rental bike, but it's a new bike. He gave me like couple of months old
Where did you
bike.
pick up? Siliguri?
Siliguri, yeah.
Okay, a couple of month old bike.
Yeah.
So yeah, Himalayan has got the posture
Yeah.
is more comfortable and
Yes.
relaxed, and the bottom and grunt is what is
Yes.
was good. So
It's got the power as well, Himalayan.
the bottom and grunt
yeah.
is there too. Up steeps, very
Yes.
easy. Yeah,
Yes.
this I think you have to give it a bit
A little bit of throttle.
Nice. What about the Xpulse?
Xpulse, it's a good bike again, and I liked it. It's got what you need to do small trails.
Yeah.
It has got the power. It's a comfortable bike. You will feel more comfortable with it.
For me, weight is the biggest thing that weighs on me.
Yeah.
Weighs on my mind is the weight of the motorcycle. Yeah, this is a lot of fun on the trails, right? Slow
Yes,
speed,
yes.
like you said, it's for relax.
It's for the relaxed ride. If you're not in a hurry, if you want to go somewhere aram se, then that's the bike for you. This you need to see how much power you are giving, how much handling you are doing. But with that, I think it just goes with the flow.
So this requires a lot of your attention,
Yes.
right? Focus
Yes.
on the throttle, on the position and things like that. It needs your attention. Okay, but it's a brilliant motorcycle.
It's a brilliant motorcycle. Yes.
Everybody whom I have spoken to own this motorcycle are having a great time with it.
Yes.
You
It
also
looks nice also. Nobody talks about it.
Yeah, it looks.
I like it. I like the looks.
You like the looks?
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it's a bit too generic. All the KTM's look
Same.
similar to me.
That's their
DNA.
Yeah, that's
That's their DNA. They look a bit too similar. You also had a chance to ride the 310 GS,
Yes.
the BMW.
Yes.
I think a few months back.
Yeah.
I remember that. How do you compare that with this?
I prefer this because this has got more power, and if you are comparing the price bracket of that segment, then this is more value for money.
Okay, you found the engine a bit underpowered.
Yeah, it was a little bit underpowered. The posture was good.
Suspension.
Was fine, I think.
Having ridden all these motorcycle and owning this motorcycle, you believe you have made the
Right
choice for yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
Did you do much research before buying this?
I had a budget. That budget eliminated most of the bikes.
Yeah, I think there is a gap from this 4 lakh.
Yeah,
Next thing is I think about 8 lakhs.
8 lakhs.
Right?
There is nothing in between.
Nothing in between. Now we have the CBX 500.
Yeah.
That's also 8
7
lakhs.
lakhs, I think. It was some 7 lakhs.
680 or something ex-showroom.
Yeah,
Right? It's going to come to 8 lakhs in Bangalore.
Yeah.
So again we are talking of 8 lakhs. So and that's why I think you mentioned when is the Himalayan 650 coming? It probably can land at around 5 lakhs. I don't know. I'm just making a wild guess. So but
KTM was also supposed to come up with a 500cc engine. Maybe they'll come up with a 500cc adventure as well.
so overall, I think from what I've heard from you, it's a great motorcycle.
Yes, it's a great motorcycle. I love riding it all the time. It takes me on road, it takes me off road, which is my sign. Yeah, it's been a great pleasure riding this. So I think KTM has given what they could with this bike. They could not give us a larger windscreen,
A larger, more adjustable windscreen.
so they had to give us this. But this helps to up to some extent. It's not a perfect. It doesn't block the wind completely, but it helps up to
It
some
catches
extent.
your helmet the at high speeds.
Yes, little bit.
Little bit.
Yes.
Maybe but you are a little above average
Yeah.
height, so maybe somebody at 5, 7, 5, 8
5.8. It will be perfect
should
for them.
should be good for them.
Good for them.
Yeah. Okay. So what's your next big ride plan? Where would you like to travel with this motorcycle next?
I would like to do Spiti on this.
All right.
So that's in the bucket list.
Yeah, we were there in 2019.
Yes.
Very nice meeting you, talking to you.
Yeah. Nice. Same here.
Let's do more of this trail riding.
Yeah.
And I think right now we have one climb left before we
Yes.
head back to Bangalore.
Yes.
So let's hit that hill climb.
Let's do it.
Thanks, Off-Road
Yeah.
Trooper.
Thanks.
Catch up sometime soon.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's it for today. We'll head off to that temple on the hill. Till next time, happy and safe motorcycling.
Yes. Happy and safe motorcycling.